My name is Troy Sledge. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. My family consists of right now just what you see right here, my immediate family. My mom passed away unfortunately 2 years ago. And my dad, he's still living, but he's in North Carolina. And I got families pretty much spread out all throughout North Carolina and Baltimore. But for the most part, it's what you see right here.
You know what, I really didn't know what to expect, to be honest with you. And honestly, once I found out about the program, I said to myself, I said, man, I'm gonna give it 1 day. And then I ain't gonna come back because I don't need this, it ain't for me.
I found out about Fathers Incorporated through a good friend of mine. He was letting me know about some good opportunities, just good things on how to be a better individual, how to be a better man. And so when he talked about it, he said, hey, I think this would be a good opportunity for you to see what it's like to embrace manhood, if you will. And so I said, hey, I'm always looking and willing to do something that's going to enhance whatever I have going on. And so I took a cohort. I think that everything that I've been through in regards to Fathers Incorporated and the cohort, it taught me a lot of different things about me personally as an individual. And as a man, I think every man needs to know more about themselves so they can be a better individual in society, for their family, and for themselves, most importantly. What I hope to gain from Fathers Incorporated is basically just being able to be a better father myself. Participated in a General Warriors campaign could help me meet my goals by more so acknowledging some shortcomings I may have, and again, just getting better individually.
My name is Kevin Edwin, and well, I have 2 daughters. I have 2 daughters, one a year and a half old. Her name's Brooklyn right here. And then I also have Grace, which is 6.5 years old. This is my uncle here, my uncle Aubrey, and my cousin Zeke. I've been staying with them for a few months, you know, after transitioning out of her mother's life, you know. The backstory is I've been back and forth from New York, trying to just, you know, settle in. But I've taken on full-time artistry as of September last year. So it's provided me like the time to be home a lot more and be more intentional with how I spend my time. I've been inspired to make pieces that center around love and around brotherhood. So I wanna create images that show love, that show togetherness, that show bonding, great communication. So this course has kind of helped me to kind of visualize that, what that looks like in real life, and it helps me like illustrate that, you know, to bring that into fruition.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm keeping it a buck. I'm like, you know, I'm here, but I'm here. I see mine every day. So I felt like from that perspective that I didn't need to be here. But I said, man, what I'm going to do here? Like maybe someone else could be taking my spot. But I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I ain't missed a day, and from day one, it's been nothing but eye-opening information. It's been a blessing to me because I get the opportunity to see what it's like on the other side. Because I literally was about to be where a lot of the brothers are.
I'm trying to. I want to be a better dad. You know, I seen a lot of the information that they had. I was just looking for someone to mediate. You know, I was using my resources, calls, and church and the different resources that I had. I needed more assistance, you know, so I was just at a point where whatever's help is help. I'm gonna try it and see what happens. While I was growing up, I found it, I looked up to my parents, but I struggled with it. But when I became an adult, you know, when you're a kid and your parents say something like, you gonna learn when you get older, you gonna get this lesson? Yeah. Back up when you get your kids, you know? But when I didn't know that my parents didn't have parents until I became a parent.
Oh wow!
When I was a kid, I was just being a kid. I was just, you know, doing all kind of stuff, and it really dawned on me that they didn't have the assistance that we have right here. They didn't have these groups. They didn't have focus groups. They didn't have. I mean, they were under pressure, first generation Americans. So it's a lot that went into that, and it just makes me humble myself and really sit back and just say, you know, thank you. They could have gave up. They could have said, you know, forget that, because they really had their cards stacked against them, you know, and they was still, you know, they didn't do. Sometimes I feel away, but when I put it in perspective, they really did their thing. So yeah, I give them their credit, you know, I give them their roses while they're here. At a young age, I heard some things about my dad, so we didn't have the healthiest relationship. Right now, not a much older, we have a very, very healthy relationship. And I'm glad, when I look back, at times I'm glad that he didn't react to a lot of things. You know, he took his time, he responded. And even though I was not the best son, I mean, I was very intentional with being bad at times. So even though I was not the best, as I grow older now, I understand the patience, the level of patience he had to have, and you know, a lot of things that he did sits on my conscience, you know, and it helps a lot. So we have a much healthier relationship now, great relationship, and I'm just at a place of gratitude, just thanking him for being the type of father he was and is.
My name is Charlene Sledge. I think Troy handles fatherhood pretty well. I've seen the growth. I have seen him embrace his responsibilities as a man and takes them very seriously. He actually takes pride in taking care of us. I remember before we even got married, I mentioned to him that I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, and he was kind of like, what? Fast forward to now, he takes so much pride in wanting to take care of us that he doesn't want me working. So it's really come full circle. But the cool part about that is that, you know, I've seen God honor his desire to take care of his family and really, you know, bless him and allow his career to grow and things like that. You know, part of being a good father starts with our unit as husband and wife. And so trying to make sure we stay connected and, you know, have that umbrella over our children.
Kevin handles fatherhood with a lot of grace and also a lot of concern. He is now learning to be a little more humble when it comes to dealing with situations, but he's come a long way. It was imperative and important that he gets additional help to get him to a better place. He was not moving with lots of confidence, but since he has embraced the program, that has changed. And I keep telling him all the time, you know, you're on the right path, just keep doing the right thing.
My expectations for the General Warriors program is to be more aware of myself, learn how to better respond and not react. Join community. Yeah, join community.
Community, you know, because I think that as you look at fatherhood, it's like, you know, when you have other individuals that's around, which is what this program does, it puts you in a brotherhood, if you will, of individuals that's walking the same walk that you walk in, and you can just do it together collectively. So it means a lot. Family is what comes to mind.
I like that, like with the fatherhood program. As brothers, we all have issues. A lot of us don't talk about it. It's good to know that there are other brothers, you know, dealing with the same things, and that there's other ways to handle it outside of what we've been exposed to.
Fatherhood means to me is being, it's unconditional. It's actually, you know, looking at someone that you created and being there unconditionally, loving that child unconditionally, and also just being a man stepping up to responsibility.
Fatherhood means to be present. Present, provide, and protect. Mainly present.
Be open-minded, because initially I wasn't, right? The more you're open-minded about something, the more you can receive. And I think that the program has a lot that you can gain if you're open and willing to take the next step and be vulnerable about where you are to learn different things that you haven't learned before, you know, up to this point in life.
I always ask to be blessed, to be put in a position to bless others. So even though we all were in a group and we all got situations, my stance was just, if I'm in a position where I have time equity, if I have finances, if I have any type of resources, just using what I got to get what we all need, you know, in whatever way I can.
As I think about where I've started and where I am right now, just the mindset of knowing what that looks like to do something different, right? And so with that being the case, it's like now I got a different mindset of how I communicate with my kids, how I talk, how to deal with resolutions, if you will, from conflict. So those different things that I've learned that I wasn't doing before has made me better. Another thing is, again, working on different attributes, right? Like time management, right? Working on visioning, right? What is the vision, and how is that a purpose for your life, and why should you have a vision?
My vision is to be present, be a provider, and be a protector for myself, my dreams, and my family. It definitely showed me the importance of open communication and honest communication, having those tough conversations sometimes, and then also being a better active listener.
Well, what I want my boys to understand and what the vision looks like is just to know that I'm 10 toes down, I'm committed, right? And showing what commitment looks like. It shows up in different ways, but understanding, knowing that, I'm not going to quit, and despite of how hard it may be, that they understand and know that the vision is, okay, they can know that daddy was there. So when they get older, they can understand and say, okay, you know what? I know that daddy was doing certain things, and it's because he loved us, right? And love just don't fold. It's firm, it's there. And so that's mostly what I want them to get and understand, that, when you see something, you attack it and you finish things out to completion.